And welcome to the Writer's Life, the place where you get the sight, sound, smells, taste of my particular writer's life, and where you get the truth about my writer's life, anyway, and how I perceive things. Subscribe, punch the like button, and tap, tap, tap the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on one uber exciting video. Somebody's after me. Uh-oh. Oh, Lord. Anyway, markets are not doing too well today. In any case, that seems to be the way things are going to go for a little while anyway. But trusts. I saw an interesting report from an MSN journalist the other day in which she was lamenting the fact that only about 10% of the viewing and reading public, newspaper reading public, trust the news anymore. They trust what's being delivered to them. Again, I'm not going to take any side here. I'm just giving you the truth, right? I think that blatant mishandling, let's call it, of Hunter Biden's laptop, the burying of the story, in order to get Uncle Joe elected, did a job on the mainstream media. Let's face it. And now, like the media is like pivoted, like, oh yeah, there was a lot of truth to that story. Sorry, and of course, like social media also colluded with the effort and all that sort of stuff. I'm not telling you anything you don't know, and if you're on that side, I guess you know it, and you don't care because your person got elected, and that's what you wanted. And now look at the state we're in. Anyway, again, I don't want to take sides, but like I've said before, I got an itchy back. I've been working outside and getting eaten up by mosquitoes and stuff. Anyway, I see it just, and this is, I've mentioned this before, but this is the reason why independent news outlets and independent, homegrown media is becoming more and more popular. Podcasts like Joe Rogan's podcast, for instance, and he's about as neutral as you're going to get, even though people have tried to go after him as like a racist and stuff, and he's not. I've never seen anybody, a podcaster who's more open to anything than him. And he's a smart guy. Oh my gosh! But he was commenting on this whole thing as well, and he's of the opinion that, like, places like, if you want to go to the right, like a Fox News type thing, or if you wanted to go to the far left, like the MSN thing, are going to become a thing of the past. They either won't exist, or they will find themselves in the position where they have to go back to the truthful hard news format. Like the Bernie Shaw of the early CNN days, when it was like, here's what's happening, these are the pictures, that's the news. That's the news. I'm not going to give you my opinion on it. I'm not going to tell you how to think. I'm just giving you the information, and you think for yourself. And that's hopefully what I do with this channel, and certainly a lot of other podcasts and YouTube channels will provide that for you as well. Breaking Points is another one. I think I'm getting that right in Breaking Points. But anyway, there's several sites where you just get the truth, and or at least as close to the truth as you can get it without the stupid ass opinion. Have you ever heard like a journalist at like CNN or Fox or MSNBC ask a question of a guest? Like, the question will last like a minute or a minute and a half long, and it'll be full of like their opinion, and then they'll finally get to the crux of the question, instead of just being like, what happens next? they're incapable of doing it. Um, I think it was, I don't think it was CNN, but it could have been. It was either CNN or MSN. Um, but their ratings are so bad that, in terms of numbers of viewers, they're competing with your average local news station. Something like in June, 57,000 people tuned into, like, I can't remember whether it was CNN or MSN. Do your own research on that one, but it was one of them. And it was like, what is the point? Oh my god! And it's a direct reflection of how distrustful people are now of the major news outlets, and the left wing news outlets, the right wing news outlets, all of them, and they're switching to like YouTube and podcasts, things like that. It's a shift, and it's a healthy shift, I think. There is, you know, it's funny because like there's been this gravitational shift, where where the left side, I think, used to be the tolerant side, but they're not tolerant anymore. Like if you say the wrong thing, you're going to get lambasted or even canceled. Therefore, there's no tolerance. On the right side, it's similar, but I think they're perceived as just a bit more tolerant. But for God's sake, stay out of like, can't you like stay out of like abortion and all that stuff? Do you have to get into that? Do you have to get into gay marriage and stuff? Like, leave it alone. It's not your place. So they're both fucked up, in my opinion. Anyway, as a writer, again, I'll say it for the 100th millionth zillionth cotillionth time. We should be independents. We should be moderates. We should take in both sides and think for ourselves. And that's hopefully what I do with this channel. Anyway, that's my rant for the day. It's Friday. I will maybe get to you tomorrow and/or Sunday. I have a couple of assignments to do this weekend, and I'm cruising on MetaMan Mars 900 Celsius. 11,000 words in 1 week. Not too bad, not too shabby. So that's it. I'm gonna go out and have a couple beers tonight. It's Friday, and enjoy myself. And I got to make some travel plans. I got to do it. All right. I will catch you later, Gator. Ciao, ciao.